Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and hey, doesn't it sound like I'm turning into an orc? Well, my throat's not cooperating this week, but I got some good news this week I wanted to share with you all. We have another city builder coming, and this time it focuses heavily on military and military battles. Welcome everyone to Orc Warchief, which is known as a strategy city builder. Great. So other games have been coming out very soon, or that we've been getting announcements for, like Manor Lords, and of course this one really reminds me a lot of Manor Lords in many ways, but also has a style of its own. I'm actually really shocked I haven't heard of it by now, but the detail to all the city building and all the buildings that you can build and the military that you can make, go out hunting, do farming, build an encampment, and of course make food and weapons and other things for trade and for war, makes me really excited. In a second here I'm going to pipe down and let you see the full trailer for yourself, but what I see here is quite promising, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a look myself. Catapults, building in the field, troops coming up, you got some big boys too, and archers and other things. Looks like quite a good city builder, and also a heavy military building game. So for those of you waiting for Manor Lords, this could be a good way to hold us over. Now onto the trailer, and I'll talk a little bit more about this game. Now, one thing that really makes me ponder the future of this game, perhaps, could be, what is it going to be like? Will it be multiplayer? Will it have a single-player campaign? Will I become an orc? Possibly, yes. Well, I can confirm that it is only a single-player game, and it'll come out sometime this year. You can add it now to your wish list, but as it says on their Steam page, become an Orc Warchief and fight for survival of your race, rebuild your village, and train your warriors, gather resources, and craft weapons. And man, do things look really cool here. Again, some of these screenshots taken directly from the trailer, most of them actually taken from the trailer, but it's good to see all the detail up close. These characters really don't look low quality at all. Everything really looks like they've done a good job to make it look more detailed than most city builder games. And the fact that this combines city building and also strategy warfare is right up my alley. Those are two different types of games that I've been playing a lot on the channel separately, and now it's great to see a way to actually combine them together. So again, on one hand, you're building a base, gathering resources, making all the weapons for your troops to fight, and then actually going out and fighting what looks to be humans. I don't know if this is based on any sort of lore of, orcs by some sort of standard or something like that, but it does definitely look good. Now let's take a look back at the trailer again. Again, the landscape looks great. The troops look great. The fire looks great. Everything in the background looks wonderful and looks greatly detailed. So I'm hoping that perhaps there's a campaign to this game that allows you to see maybe perhaps a story that'll show off all of the artifacts and really make it good. Now, again, I guess whatever this game may be priced, it'll make it a little bit more up your alley. If this ends up to be a $20 game and you can go to war with the AI and build in endless survival modes, if there's a few different game modes, I definitely see it worth it. But if multiplayer's added in the future, that would be really great to be able to have two warring orc clans, you and a friend, or several friends, fight against each other as you build your village and look to defend it. And I'm really impressed with the landscapes here. It really reminds me a lot of perhaps Company of Heroes in a way, or perhaps Iron Harvest with how the landscape looks. I mean, I'm really impressed. All of the buildings look great, the troops look good, and one thing then that I would really want to see in here is all the sounds and the music, see if there's a campaign, what would be the cutscenes, would they look quite good? But again, for a game that came out of nowhere, it is quite exciting to see, and I love how the buildings are built too. You can almost see every little piece of the buildings put into place from the building crews. So it's not like a building comes up out of the ground or something like that. But also look at this. Yeah, road building. Now, I think that's something that we saw in the Manor Lords trailer too, and this makes me think, boy, could be quite important to actually have road networks set up so that way all the resources that your people could gather, things like gold, stone, meat, and then of course harvest could be brought back to camp. And it's going to be really important to see exactly how your camp is set up to make it efficient, and then of course to store all the resources too, which could be a little bit like maybe Stronghold, for example. And that would be a really cool thing too, is defending your camp against endless waves of troops, and in between having to defend every season or something like that as wars rage on. Now this building here, I really like how this comes together. Again, on par with the excitement that I have for Manor Lords. The great thing of seeing a custom building built like that means that there could be a lot more to build than just like a mill and a barracks and a house. You know, there could be a lot of cool buildings here. And I'm not one for the fantasy art style or whatnot, but I guess I could get down with orcs. Basically, just think of them as mutants or something from the forest. But, you know, magic and stuff to me is kind of a turnoff. I like seeing things physically made, and of course here we see a blacksmith actually making something. Looks to be a common orc weapon. I think that's a Glock. Yeah, pretty sure. But yeah, really cool to actually see the camp being built and to see the detail put in for it and to kind of see it come out of nowhere. Again, no real release date, but it does seem like it'll be at least on PC, which typically city and strategy games first come out on PC, so no word about console yet. But again, we have ourselves a strategy indie sandbox single-player tactical game, and that's pretty cool. Now, there could be more trailers of this game coming out soon. I'd love to share them with you to see the combat. I think the city building in this game really was showcased well, but also there seems to be building in the battlefield. So like we saw in the previous trailer, there you go. You got people making catapults and trebuchets in the field and then actually using them in battle. So it would be really cool if not only do we get to build a village, but maybe we get to go invade human castles and have some large-scale battles in this game. Right now it looks a little small. It looks like, you know, engagements of 50 or so, and it looks like we're mostly against humans, but again, that's why I'm looking forward to seeing a big story in this game, so that way we can see different factions and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you all the trailer one more time. Thanks for putting up with my voice. I'm okay. Things are getting okay with me. It's just, you know, I'm a little hoarse from all the excitement of all these games coming out this year. All right, thanks for subbing and liking. Enjoy the video.